നേരെ ഇരിക്കാം, ചുവട്ടിലിരിക്കാം, എവിടെ വേണമെങ്കിലും. ഇവിടെ ഇരുന്നാൽ ശരിയാവില്ല, ഇങ്ങനെ ഫേസ് ചെയ്താൽ ശരിയാവില്ല. അവിടെ ആളുണ്ടാവണ്ടേ? You sit like this. Correct. No. You sit like ഇരുന്നു അവിടെ ഇരുന്ന് നോക്ക് എങ്ങനെയുണ്ട്. മതി, അങ്ങനെ ഇരുന്നാൽ മതി, ധാരാളമായി. അത് വേണ്ടി ശരിയാണ്, നമ്മൾ വെയിറ്റ് താങ്ങണമല്ലോ.
Only 73 Swamiji. Only 6 kgs more than Charu Amma.
Only 6
kgs.
Swamiji, this shall I switch on? On?
Kaimayo? No.
This is your computer, so you keep this near.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, 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 Jai Jai Ram Om.
புக்மார்க் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க, இந்த கான்வர் சொன்னீங்க. இங்கே வந்து இது வந்து ஆத்மானந்தம், பட் இது சாமிஜி மகாத்மா காந்தியோட.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai. Hari Om to everybody. Pranam, pranam, pranam. It is very heavily raining here. So we have shifted the venue from Centenary Hall to Ramana building. So coming back to our topic, sit down. Yesterday, he made us to dwell on the various aspects of Mantra Diksha. Probably we can take it as the first serious step towards experiencing the presence of him within and later on without. Mantra initiation can be taken as the first serious attempt on the part of a sadhaka to move towards the awareness of his presence within and later without. So that was in the morning session in London first day. In the evening there was a satsang program. There the first topic was about the ideal of the ashram. Many of them, 99% of them were newcomers. So then we were asked to tell them about the ideal of the ashram. Many of you might have read, many of you might have gone through the inaugural words of Papa from In Quest of God. In the Vision of God. In the Vision of God, last but one chapter or somewhere, where Papa makes a mention about the present ashram, he also was kind enough to bring out this inaugural message. He said, Ramdas has the supreme delight to speak to you today a few words at the inauguration of this holy ashram. The ideal which the ashram holds before it is universal love and service, based upon the vision of divinity in all beings and creatures of the world. Here, every man, woman or child, to whatever denomination, creed or caste the person may belong, shall have free service, so that what is realized within its walls may prove as an example for the right conduct of human life. The Lord is our help and guide in all matters. May He, with all His bounty, shower His blessings on the great service which this home of love and bliss has undertaken to discharge. Many of us may not know that Papa had spoken like this. So when he prompted us that this is a very important message, probably the most important message a visiting devotee or an inmate of the ashram should go through. So it was made out in the form of a board and placed it before we enter the Centenary Hall. You have all visited ashram. We don't know whether you have this has got registered in your mind. Every time when we come, we have to keep on reminding this salient aspect. That means this particular message brings 3-4 dimensions. One is the ideal. And how to make it possible for us to slowly or gradually translate this in our daily life. And third thing is, there should be a periodical evaluation whether we have imbibed this. And fourth one is whether our reliance on God is complete. And the final one is that this should not be treated as a civil structure. There is a lot of difference between house and home, you know. House refers to the civil structure. Home refers to the feeling, you know, the homely feeling. The feeling of oneness, the feeling of a pleasant experience, feeling of love, feeling of belongingness. That is why the word used home. So this should not be treated merely as some rooms, some constructions. But we have to, by our behavior, we should make this as a home of love and bliss. So when this question was asked, so many things welled up in our mind. This is how Papa gives clarity to each and every word. The first one is universal love and service. Expansiveness. We have been thinking about the me and mine, no doubt. To some extent, we were extending to our family and friends, those who have helped us, those who love us. We also give back. Beyond that, we have not thought about it. But ultimately, everything is centered on this me and mine. If somebody has helped me, I remember. If somebody shows concern for me, I also show concern. No? But here, the first one, he hammers into our brain, expand. Expand inward expansion as well as outward expansion. Coming out of the cage of me and mine, where we identify in a very, 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 very limited way. Identify the world in a limited way. But Papa wants, okay, it's all right, when you are coming to and stepping into this ashram, you should know that your effort is to expand. So naturally a question will come, why should I expand? Why should I not think about my family which has been given to me? Why should I not think about the friends who have helped me? Like that, natural questions. Then this will again make us to go deeper, that we have not brought anything when we came to this world, and everything has been provided to us. And yesterday Papa says the principle of expansion, no? The life principle that activates all being is the same. We all breathe the same air, walk on the same earth, and are equally entitled to the enjoyment of the amenities which nature provides. The earth yields its rich gift to all alike. So also the creature comforts, including the language gifted by the society. The difference between man and man on the material plane are in truth unnatural and improper. For the component parts and composition of human bodies and the qualities inherent in them are not diverse and conflicting. If we look with the pure vision that belongs to the enlightened mind, we do not see any clear-cut line of demarcation that isolates man from man, one set of people from another, or one nation from another. We are indeed parts of a stupendous whole. We are units that form the world community or world family. So we can live and act as members of a world brotherhood or federation. So spirituality therefore signifies the linking of the individual soul with the cosmic soul. The soul does not belong to any caste, creed, race, nationality. Its nature is universal. Inherently it is pure, enlightened, blissful. These are the words by which Papa gives us some more clarity of how to, why should I universalize my mission? Because there are so many common factors in all of us. So many, so many. He lists out one by one. The air we breathe is one and the same. The earth is one and the same. Whatever gifts the nature has given, it is available to everybody. Wherever we go, there is no, he says, there is no clear-cut demarcation that isolates man from man, one set of people from another, one nation from another. See, as we enter the ashram, we would not have gone through this. Even those who have read In Quest in the Vision of God, probably this would not have got registered in them. This is from our practical experience. We came to know of these words only later. When we started going deeper into Papa's books, then only it stuck to us. Just like we were thrilled, we thought everybody should also get this opportunity. That is why it is kept on a board. Even now we have to tell them to go look at it. Otherwise, casually they enter the hall. It has been prominently placed there, so that not for one reading, almost every day, suppose when we are here, if we read, we will get more and more clarity on the words. Otherwise, universal love and vision, we will say. Why should I universalize a mission? Because I owe everything to the creation, and through the creation to the Creator. Initially, I see only the creation. Later on, only through manana, I will become aware of the Creator. So whatever I use, whatever that makes me to live, is common for all. No? Whether he is in America, whether he is in Australia, whether he is in South Africa, whether he is in Kanjangad, whether he is in London, anywhere, these are all common, which we have unknowingly, we have not applied our mind on this. Whereas Papa wants every visiting devotee or an inmate to ponder over this. It is for that purpose that this ashram has been set up. We remember Puja Mataji's words as soon as Papa dropped the body in 1963. In the month of September, she wrote a very long letter, article. The final word of the article is this: omnipresence Papa's ashram is the whole universe. To know that, he has set up this ashram. Connect up these inaugural words and Mataji's words. Omnipresent Papa's ashram, that means the nameless, formless reality, whom Mataji named as Papa. Omnipresent Papa's ashram is the whole universe. And to know that, he has set up this ashram. So this is why the reflection. He says, Papa wanted every one of us to become reflective, contemplative. Universalize your vision. Okay, wow, what? And he has given the answers. We have to plumb deep, that's all. This particular portion has been taken out from Divine Life. From Divine Life, we culled out certain articles and brought out a small book called Religion, Its Universality. In that, he has beautifully mentioned this. So when we were deeply thinking about universal love and vision, he directed us from within. Go to that. I have explained it very clearly. So now when we put all these things together, Mataji's quotation, Papa's amplification, Papa's inaugural words which appeared in Quest of God, in the Vision of God. So universally, expand, expand, expand. Am I expanding? This question will come only when we know that the Master who has drawn us here, mysteriously he has drawn us, all of us here. So when we have been drawn here, we should know why we have been drawn here. Simple word is expand. Come out of the cage of me and mine. So ideal of the ashram first reminds us this. Come out of the me and mine. Again we can keep on bringing out, and then the next point is vision of divinity. We don't, initially we cannot understand this word. Because the moment we say divinity, we used to see it we have heard about deities, chamatkars. Normally divinity means, an aura, something, everybody can interpret it in their own way. So no clarity there. Later on when we come to know, when he said in this glimpses of divine vision, the first one, go to the origin of your and the world, Then only, it became clear divinity. That means the source from which everything including us have come out. That is the point of divinity. So we start thinking about the source. Where from we have come? We have no clues. But then we started thinking about how to do that. But he has given a lot of importance for Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Because in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, this has been answered. Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutana. Is that the only one? This is enough. One sloka says, Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutanam Viddhi Partha Sanatanam Buddhir Buddhivadamasmi Tejas Tejasvinamaham. O Arjuna, know that I am the eternal seed of all beings. I am the intellect of the intelligent, the splendor of the glorious. Gadir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Sharanam Suhrid Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidanam Bijam Avyayam. I am the supreme goal of all living beings. We are trying to understand divinity, na? Please don't forget. I am the supreme goal of all living beings. I am also their sustainer, master, witness, abode, shelter, friend. I am the origin, end, resting place of creation. I am the repository and eternal seed. Yachavi sarvabhutanam bijam tataham arjuna na tadasti vina yasyat maya bhudam characharam. I am the generating seed of all living beings. No creature moving or non-moving can exist without me. Sarvayonishu kaunteya murtaya sambhavandiya tasam brahma mahadyoni aham bija pradapita. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father. Mamayonir Mahad Brahma Tasmin Garbham Dadamyaham. Sambhava Sarva Bhutanam Tatho Bhavati Bharata. My womb is the real Brahman. In it I place the seed. From that, O Bharata is the birth of all beings. So all these shlokas make it clear that our source is God and God alone. Virat Papa refers to it as the subtle and mysterious power, which is the indwelling and all-pervading reality. You see how Manana helps us to understand not only how it prompts us to go to the different sources to make it intellectually first understandable. Otherwise we will just read, that's all. So divinity means the source which is in everybody. So when we realize, so the ideal of the ashram is expansion of the individual to the universal based upon the vision of this common factor in all. Otherwise it will be a social help, social service, customary, acts of love. It won't stay with us. But whereas Papa wanted from his own experience, learned and wanted all of us, those who are visiting, why he was prompted to set up this ashram. When somebody offered him land, and when the Bhajan hall came with one more building, that's all, for Mataji to stay and cook. As far as we know, only the two came on. And with that he named it as this holy ashram. And then he declares universal love and service based upon the vision of divinity. So during his sadhana days, when he was going deeper into Srimad Bhagavad Gita, we now infer that he must have gone deep into it, and all these slokas which we read now must have had its own impact, which helped him to proceed with the spiritual journey. And that is why he could name it a subtle and mysterious power. Otherwise we would have got stuck with the form of Lord Krishna, something like that, But because he had that vision, he was also a devotee of the Saguna aspect of Lord Krishna. And he did not mention that here. So that means he, from the passage to divinity we could understand, Papa himself has said that of the various commentaries of Bhagavad Gita, what attracted him most was Sri Aurobindo's essays on Gita. And hearing this, we went there to the library and we cannot make out anything, which is very tough. We kept back the book there. So you have to go through that book on those days in 1920s, just imagine. That is why he was prompted to go to Pondicherry. To that extent, Aurobindo had influenced him. Aurobindo's interpretation has influenced him. So it must have been very, very, very deep. All those things cumulated, the cumulative effect of all those things must have come out in the word by divinity, the vision of divinity. Now it is becoming clearer and clearer to us how to universalize our vision based upon divinity. Acha, then, third aspect is mutual love and service. When I am on that path, how do I know that I am progressing? I have imbibed it, I have assimilated it. So the easy way is whether I develop mutual love and service here and now. Because this is a school, as Mataji said. This is the playground, this is the field. Probably in our place to start with we cannot. The me and mine will be dominant. Out of compulsion we have to be in the me and mine. Identifying the family, identifying the professional field, identifying the society. So this is a place where we are free from everything. So here only this mutual love and try we can try. He specifically says, this is a place where every effort will be made to cultivate the spirit of mutual love and service, so that what is realized within its walls may prove as an example for the right conduct of human life in the outside world. So those who are the inmates or those who are the visiting devotees, when they are here, every day when they go through that board, am I developing mutual love and service? Or am I living in a compartment of my own? Every now and then coming out and going back again to the compartment, unknowingly. So this is a very, very powerful message and a methodology which you cannot try there. We remember one devotee telling us, must have been about 25-30 years back, all these things are okay while we are in ashram. The moment we are back to our home, this sort of broad thinking is not there. Oh, at least now Papa made them to realize this, you know. So that means this mutual love and service, when they are here, at least they have been able to take part in that. Bluntly he told us, everything is okay here. The moment we come here, we want to give to everybody, we give to prasad, you know. We know it's a low profile ashram. Nobody wants any acknowledgement, any publicity. Everything is okay. But the moment we are back home, the whole thing changes. So the first step, we now know that to know this difference, you know, at least Papa has now touched and kindled in them something about mutual love and service. And again they are coming. It is not that once they come and go. So it will have its own impact gradually. So that is this aspect, you know. Then the third one, the Lord is our help and guide. Every time we should know that. This universalizing our vision by identifying the source of all sources and trying to develop mutual love, everything will be possible not because of our effort. He has facilitated this. So our faith in Him, our subservience to Him, our reliance on Him, it is forcefully reminded here. The Lord is the help, is our help and guide in all matters. And then finally, he says this home of love and bliss. Later on only when we when Mataji said, Everybody is coming to their own home. When the prasad is given, the concept of prasad came from Mataji because everybody is coming to their own home. So when they go, they must get something. We remember when we left our home for profession, na? Mother used to pack and give, na? Not only for our travel. Whenever we go anywhere, so that was the Indian custom. When we leave our home, we don't just go with an empty bag. Something will be given. So Mataji, right from day one, as soon as when we started coming here, we have seen it. First trip itself, we have seen that. Mataji herself coming to the center room and then picking out from various dabas, biscuit, chips, something like that, putting it in the box. And she herself will take it and she herself will put it home. Lot of difference between home and house. Right? You can take a chair now. You sit there now. So home, there is a difference. So now through these words, Papa is now teaching us the house or home, no? It's not a civil structure. And they were trying to meet the spiritual need as well as the material need of the visiting devotees. Not merely a philosophy or hints for spirituality or something like that. Spiritual need as well as their material need to the extent possible. Even when ashram was not having any regular income, even now we don't have regular income, but when ashram was finding it extremely difficult to make both ends meet, Mataji never compromised on this, to keep up this, home, the homely feeling. Whatever is there at home, we can take it and use it.
She was telling yesterday, Mataji said, don't even have to take bath.
Because she was an earthly mother, na? No, none of us understood that. We thought, when she said we took it, no, Mataji is very noble, Mataji is taking care, that's all. Not that. She has identified herself with the entire people. So nobody should think, oh, this is an ashram where I should go there with this, with that. No preconditioning. When you feel quite at home, one day you may get up very early, one day you may get a little late also. Nobody charge sheets. Not that we should get up late, we should get up as early as possible. But Mataji's attitude, because Papa spelled out home of love and bliss. So what are the 4 points?
Mutual love and service.
Tell us.
Papa wants every one of us to be reflective and contemplative.
Seri, number 1.
Pannanum nammal.
No, about this ideal of the ashram.
Vision of
4 points we discussed. What are the 4 points?
Everyone has got equal access in ashram, Swamiji. Everyone has got equal access in ashram.
Everyone has got equal access in the ashram.
Swamiji,
Again we are thinking.
Universal love and service.
What are the 4 points?
Universal love and service. Universal love and service, Swamiji.
First one.
Universal love and service.
Seri, that is the first one. Then,
Then Swamiji, vision of divinity.
vision of divinity. Then,
Then
eh?
periodical assessment, evaluation of your progress.
Periodical evaluation of our progress in terms of
Yes.
in terms of
In terms of the
mutual
progress that you have
no,
made.
in terms of mutual love and in terms of mutual love and service.
In terms of okay, Swamiji.
So universal love and service, vision of divinity, mutual love and service, and then
Expansion, Swamiji, expansion.
eh?
Expansion.
Expansion.
Okay, that is expansion is correct. That is universal love and service.
Swamiji, go to the origin of you are and you are the world.
That is divinity.
Go to the origin and your world.
That is what, not the divinity. That is what is called divinity.
Divinity.
The common factor in all of us.
Swamiji, Viryama Sarvabhutanam, Swamiji.
That is okay. That is for the common factor. Divinity. So universal love and service, divinity, mutual love and service, and then
Viryama Sarvabhutanam, Swamiji.
right, accepted. That is to make us understand the divinity in all.
One more point is there.
Again we will repeat. Universal love and service, then based upon the vision of divinity, number 2, cultivate mutual love and service when you are here. This is the field laboratory, so that when you go out you can practice. And then he talks about the Lord is our help and the guide in all matters. Again, let us not arrogate that the me and mine has to do all these things. We take refuge in that common denominator, common factor. And the fourth one is to treat this as a home of love and bliss. If we are very clear about this ideal, you will find that he has not given us any methodology like Nam Seva Dhyan in this. So this is very, very important, vital for a visiting devotee, for an inmate. The purpose of our coming here is to universalize our vision. Not that by coming and staying here we will universalize, but we should know that this is the purpose. Whatever I am doing should enable me to expand from the limited me to the unlimited he. And that can be done only when I try to identify the common factor in all of us. And that is called the divinity, and that is called the source of all sources. And then, when we are here, this is a field where there is absolutely no preconditions, no stipulations here.
Kindly mute the audios, please.
So then, mutual love and service. So when we are here, we will try that. That is why he has set up this ashram. And then, finally, most important thing is we should be reminded that Lord is the help and guidance. Lord is our help and guide in all matters. So that means I should always remember him, the common denominator, the common factor. Now we can say that is why he introduced Nama Seva Dhyan. But remember this God. Remember the Lord who is our support. And finally we should ensure that this is a home of love and bliss. By every one of us who comes here, everyone who stays here, when they try to remember the words of the master at the time of setting up this holy ashram. This will help our sadhana to a very great extent. Clarity on our sadhana to a very great extent. When we do Ram Nam, if this is there as the supporting, it will very great extent. I am chanting the name of Lord to expand myself, to universalize my vision, to become aware of the divinity in me and in everywhere, and also to help me to bring it out in my daily dealings. And I must remember him always. And ultimately, wherever I am, I should convert this as a home of love and bliss. So this is a very powerful message Papa gave us. And this was the one which he made us to share there. First, on all these points, as we have been repeating it in our satsang, we are not repeating the same about the source of all sources, the triune path, the 3 types of nama chanting. Seva is the payback. No divide between the mundane and spiritual. Bhakti, ashram routine, Guru's role, purpose of life. If the Guru has not told us, we will not know all these things. That is why every day morning we symbolically express our gratitude in the form of flower offering. So then every program was gone through. Because they are absolutely new to the ashram. So first, to express to express our commitment to the ideal of the ashram, Mataji has designed the routine in such a way that we become aware of this through the various programs. Starting from Vishnu Sahasranam, the Lord is our help, He is the form of divinity, and followed by solo Ramnam. A message to all of us that we should independently do this. Somebody repeating and we are following, that is the custom, But Mataji included the solo Ramnam. There we will only hear. So the importance of individual sadhana, followed by Guru Sthiti. Because if the preceptor is not there, I will not know all these things. So I revere them through remembering the glories of the Guru. And then the chorus Ramnam starts. Then we all assemble there in a disciplined way, join the chorus, take the flowers. For all this, we don't have anything to give you to you. But what you have given through Mother Nature, we are giving to you back in a form of utter gratitude, in the form of flower offering. And then Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Ramanaya, Arunachala, what is that? Something else, Aksharamanamala, Lalita Sahasranamam on different days. By all these, only to remember. And then again, bhajan to glorify, to make our mind conducive, to absorb all these things. Not very serious. Bhajan makes us to relax. Bhajan makes us to enjoy. And with that mind, 45 minutes of wonderful, thrilling Ramnam. And then followed by very, very thought-provoking Aarati program. The conclusion I wanted, okay, from morning onwards you are doing it. But the end is Jaja Starihe Manajaya Maje. I should be able to see you everywhere. I should be able to feel that you are there, everybody. Because Mataji was, at that time, somehow, Mataji was prompted to bring all these Marathi. It is being continued. So many of us, or most of us, do not know Marathi. We were simply following it. But actually, now when we think about it, why Mataji introduced various, from Samartha Ramdas, the, what do you call that, Manache Shloka, and Dhanya Dhanya Ho. Everything, it becomes relevant, not a prayer. Every day we are reminded, especially the true prayer, the one which is drafted by Papa to all of us, universal prayer, and the other one drafted by Swami Omkarji Maharaj for the universal world peace. That prayer makes us to go inward. It stresses on the subtle and mysterious power functioning through the various eye of the eye, ear of the ear, mind of the mind, breath of our breath. Like that, the life of our life, like that. It touches and kindles. And universal prayer, comprehensive, a dedication. I fail, I forget, but I commit. The entire thing is dedicated to you. Whatever thoughts, whatever words, whatever deed I do, it is all dedicated to you. So it has been brought out so beautifully so that the ideal of the ashram is, at least we get an opportunity to think deeply about translating it into our daily life. So the whole thing was explained, and the way in which Papa built it up was something very, very, very thrilling. Each and everything, for people who are here probably may not know that they are doing everything to reinforce their commitment towards universalizing their vision. It took time because nobody, unlike any ashram, here nobody gives any lecture when they come to this ashram. We just become one with it. Because Papa wanted everyone to do this manana by himself or herself. Just now when we said elaborately, it will not stay in our mind. But when it is done by ourselves, it will stay. That is why all these things were not given in a platter to a visiting devotee. Because none of us will remember. At that time, oh, it was wonderful, we will say. But when we dig out and now bring it up, it stays with us. That could be the reason why this was not explained to us. We go back to our own days, early days when we started coming. Everything was in Marathi. We had no idea about Marathi. But we used to join. By hearing half a dozen times, we also used to join. Prabhu Vishwanatha. We may not be very clear, we may be committing some mistakes. That also we don't know, no, because the language is not known. But we were enjoying. We will never miss that Arati program, whatever it may be. Nam 45 minutes and this Arati program we will never miss. Because an inexplicable bliss was welling up. The leg will also dance when they Dhanya Dhanya Ho. And everybody doing it in an orderly way. Nobody is there to discipline us. The discipline comes automatically in everybody. And nobody will murmur, nobody will talk. And everybody goes along with that beautiful tune, with the accompaniments, of course. If somebody is there to play the tabla, somebody is there to play the harmonium, that gives an added sweetness. So we never used to miss. But later on, when we started digging deep into it, especially when Swami Chidanji Maharaj brought out a small booklet called Manache Shlok, and when we started reading, we took it up in our satsang sessions. And then only we came to know these are the things that we are repeating every day. And then and the meaning when we said, oh, so we have already been initiated into repeating it. And later on, this meaning or significance is also now attached to it. So there is an added charm. Because there is a risk in first intellectually knowing. If we know intellectually, we may not be enjoying the real to begin with. So first the bhajan also, you first enjoy a bhajan. Later on you go to the lyrics. If you start knowing the lyrics first, then you are enjoying the bhajan, it will be reduced. You can think about it and see for yourself. This was our thinking, but then it got corroborated by Swami Tejomayanji. Tejomayanji composed a beautiful song on Guru. Gurudeva. Huh? Huh? Mahaniya Kripa. Gurudeva Tava Mahaniya Kripa. So before he sang, he explained, it is there in the YouTube. Anyway, it's a beautiful song. In all our satsang in abroad when we went, especially on Guru Purnima day, we used to play this. However much we hear, we are not satisfied. That much thrill is there. So when he himself composed it. And when he was giving us, when in the YouTube, when we heard this, Sundar started singing. So we asked him, then he immediately went to the YouTube, and then we heard. In that, he says, this language somebody may not know, doesn't matter. If you know too much about these lyrics, you will not enjoy the theme. Then we connected up why we were not getting that background here. Initially, we are asked to chant, enjoy that, and later on, Hari Om. And later on, he mysteriously provides us the meaning of the lyrics, so that we will not miss the joy. So elaborately, Papa made us to dwell on we were reliving the ashram. Even now when we say that, whether we personally attend or not, we relive the ashram life. To go through the routine in our mind, collectively and individually, that itself will give us the feeling that we are one with the ashram routine. So ashram routine has been designed in such a way that the ideal expressed by Papa is injected into us through so many programs. So that was also shared. So Guru's role, and then the purpose of life is to become blissful, to become Purnam, to become full, to become contented. No more wanting, no more complaints. No? So like that there were 11 points which we covered in that 1.5 hour session. The first day in London, evening. So morning it was mantra initiation, evening it was on these subjects. All of them give us still food for thought. So before we close, we just have a quick recap. Ideal of the ashram is to expand from me to we. It can become a reality only if we try to understand the common factor in all. Then only the otherness will go. That is what is called the vision of divinity. That can be further amplified through the source of all sources. And then the next one is mutual love and service. This is a place where in our place it may not be possible. So Papa is providing, Mataji is providing a field for all of us to try this, because here the outer forces will not be there to prevent us from implementing it. So that this is a field where, you remember Mataji's words, this is a school to learn universal love and service. Exact words. Ashram is a school for you to learn universal love and service. And of course, as a mother, she felt none of us were understanding it. So she said, what is the use of coming here year after year without knowing the basic ABC of this? No? So now, this should be very clear to us, universalizing our vision, trying to understand the common factor in all of us, and make a trial here itself to develop mutual love and service. And then while doing this, we should also know that Lord is the only help, the only guide is the Lord and Lord alone. And finally, to make this a home of bliss and love. So all the programs, routines, relevance of Guru, everything comes along with this. Because if this is not told to us by a spiritual preceptor, Guru, we would not have understood. All these things were covered. Tomorrow we will have a review of this. Kindly note down. It will not be simply this today. Now,
I want to know that first line of that bhajan with Tejomay Anandji repeated.
Bhajan, Tejamananji's bhajan.
wait.
Guru.
One line.
1 minute.
One line I
1
can,
minute.
see in YouTube.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Please wait, Swamiji is giving you.
Yes, Swami.
Yeah, Rasi. You know, is brought out in the form of a PPT. You telephone team? Sundar.
Swamiji, I have got the YouTube video. I will send it to her.
No, we have got PPT.
Swamiji, send the PPT to me also.
1 minute. Let's first identify. Anil Mehta, so.
Sundar.
I got it. When a Kuparathulle got it. Okay, forget it. Okay.
Hari Om.
गुरुदेव कृपा, गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा मेरे जीवन का अवलंबन है, बस एक यही मेरा बल है. Your abundant grace, my Sadguru, is the support of my life. It is only my strength. अज्ञान से भरे, हिंदी चलता ना, संशय से भरे, विपरीत विचारों से भी भरे, मन के अंधकार को दूर करे, वचनामृत से तव बोध कृपा. Mind filled with ignorance, doubts, negative thought is submerged in darkness, which is dispelled by the words of wisdom and your grace. पल पल पग पग जीवन पथ पर गुरु साथ मेरे रक्षक बनकर बिसरूण न कभी यह प्रेममयी आनंदमयी महनीय कृपा. वाह. Every moment, every step of my life, my Guru is with me as my protector. Let me never forget this loving, blissful, abundant grace.
Too beautiful, Swamiji. Very touching.
Very touching, very touching. Every time, when we do that, how many times you have heard, we will make Sundar to sing again and again and again. And when he sings, there is an added charm in it. We can ask him to sing.
I'll tell him. No, he can come to this Google.
Ask him to come.
Yes.
Gurudev Tava Mahaniya Kripa.
मेरे जीवन का अवलंबन है गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा.
Correct.
सुंदर
Ariyo Sundar.
गूगल मीट में ज्वाइन हो
Google Meet में आना
अभी गाना
और
गाना
you sing this song.
Sing song, Swamiji. कौन सा?
Gurudev Tava. One word famous ಅಲ್ವಾ?
हाँ?
Gurudev Tava.
ಓ, ಇಪ್ಪ ಪಾಡಣವಾ?
ಇಪ್ಪ ಪಾಡಣ. All are charged with this.
गूगल मीट ला
Google Meet लेवा.
ಅದೇನು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ?
Sundar, I want you to sing.
Sundar will sing. Ready to serve attitude, no?
Yeah.
Even when he is tired there, I used to tell him, sing. He will immediately.
Yes, sir. It's very nice.
Bandana. Someone wants to join this call. Okay. Sundar. Pandya.
We have 2 minutes.
No time. Sundar, yes. You have to, no? Sing.
He will do.
Oh.
Audio.
Gurudev Tava Mahani.
मेरे जीवन का अवलंबन है
मेरे
जीवन का अवलंबन है बस एक यही
मेरा बल है बस एक यही अज्ञान से भरे संशय से भरे विपरीत विचारों से भी भरे
से भी भरे अज्ञान भरे संशय से भरे विपरीत विचारों
से भी भरे मन के अंधकार को दूर करे मृत से तब बोध कृपा
मन के अंधकार को दूर करे तुसे कृपा देव तव कृपा पल पल पग पग
जीवन पथ पर पल पल पग पग जीवन पथ पर गुरु साथ मेरे रक्षक बनकर गुरु साथ मेरे रक्षक बनकर
पल पल पग पग जीवन पथ पर पल पल पग पग जीवन पथ पर गुरु साथ मेरे
रक्षक बनकर बिसरो न कभी ममयी तमयी महनीय कृपा रो न प्रेममयी आनंदमयी महनीय कृपा गुरुदेव तव महनीय कृपा
मेरे जीवन का अवलंबन है मेरे जीवन का अवलंबन है बस एक तेरा
बल है शुक्रिया
Thank you, Sundar. Thank you, Sundar.
हरिओम
Harmonium is missing. Harmonium is missing.
हार्मोनियम
Only to add as an harmonium. Harmonium is missing.
हार्मोनियम
Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, Sundar.
He was very good in
It was so touching, how many times we hear, still it is, inspiring. Ever inspiring. Yeah, okay. Hari Om. It's already 4:45. Tomorrow we'll see. Hari Om. Tomorrow is Sunday, no?
Monday.
Eh? So we will meet on Monday, so that you can again review everything and make a note and come prepared for day after tomorrow. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om.
Pranam, Swami.
Pranam.